Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the brand new week. Hope your weekend was good. Hope it was not too cold because, cold. Well, some people love the cold. I'm not one of them. I mean, I can enjoy brisk weather. I can enjoy fresh snow. Um, just not built for it, man. I was telling my son the other day that my so I forgot if it was JFK or LaGuardia. Anyway, about 1980 or 81 years to go by, right? Came off a plane. Got introduced to the weather in January in New York City. I think it was the next day on my way to my grandmother's house. The bus, forgot the line, 36 bus. Anyway, the bus broke down by Tremont. I still remember everything, under the train station. The snow was up to your knees. So as a kid, 8 years old, little guy like this, my first introduction was like blizzard-like weather, and my hands froze, and to this day, it's still here. so every time a slight breeze come through, I feel it in my hands. Oh my gosh, yeah. And then playing football with my friends in school, they're very snow friendly and ready. And I think one time I got real cold and I ended up putting my hand under some hot water and it made it worse. So that was it. You guys like, that's a bit too much, Wayne. But man, that introduction was not a good thing for me. But still, I'm glad to be here. You deal with it. Right? You deal with it. I would prefer this weather with the ups and downs than a change in the quality of life and freedoms and all the other things that come along with it, along with the challenges, because everywhere is challenge. You're not going to go anywhere without a challenge. All right, so I'm going to talk about this challenge we have today. We have a shark. Okay, so we're going to deal with a shark. Oh boy, this is a challenge. So hope you're ready for it. Get your coffee if you want to kind of join in and want to hang out a little bit. I'm going to show you how to clean a shark stick. If you have one of these things, Christmas is coming up, right? And certain holiday seasons, people kind of want to freshen things up. They want to, spring cleaning is one thing, but you need a good working system to do your spring cleaning. To do your family just left from Thanksgiving. Some people are cleaning up after family left, and you have Christmas coming up. And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, I was talking about this last week, you got to clean your vacuums. It just seems, the vacuum is supposed to do the cleaning, but you need to clean this vacuum to kind of maintain it, because there's a lot of things you'll find when you clean that you won't find just because you left it in the closet and you pull it out when you need it and tuck it back in there when you're not. All right, so here we go. Let me get started. And now, we had a positive word of the day, and I wanted to share it with you. And I had something I saw, and here it is. Give me a second. I dropped. My hand can't fit between here. I'm gonna go over here. So if you hear anything here like boop, 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 that's me, okay? Give me a second. Oh my God. It's funny, as you get older, you have to stay away from all those little circumstances where you're gonna hurt yourself. Oh man. Okay. I got this little success book I like to read from something. Once in a while I'll pull something out. And, I guess the Bible is probably the best one to do stuff like this from, but not everybody reads the Bible, Here's a good one. You ready? And this is a difficult task. So this here is right in line. This one says, become famous for finishing important, difficult task. That's cool. If that's going to be your reputation, that's a good reputation to have. All right, let's move to the overhead cam, and let's get started. Let's get started, folks. Overhead cam, where are you? Okay, switch. Ha ha ha! How you like that? Okay, my new setup, man. I realize this is my new setup. Okay, so this is what I'm dealing with. First of all, I'm gonna get my gloves. Hold on, let me see if I have to say hi to anybody. I feel like I need a mask for this one too. Oh my God. Guys, this is the part of the job. It's not the most fun, but it's necessary to service what the customers need, you know? Not everybody do this, though. A lot of shops just like, no. You know, there's certain machines that guys in my area, you know, well, I'll say area, the next big city, which is, compared to ours, is a big city, Charlotte. And their guys would just tell people outright, no, we're not going to fix your Dyson, you know, just outright, which is fine. That's because, you know, they're either selling their main brand, so that's their focus, right? Some guys are not going to clean your machine for you. You're going to have to do that yourself. But I'm in a little town, Monroe. Monroe's a nice town, nice little town. People come to me, and it's become kind of a neighborhood store deal. So, you know, that's my own personal reputation. I handle that on my own, but I also have to I gotta take the crap when it comes with it, and this is one of them. Okay, here we go. Okay, you see it? All right. No, I can't see you guys. That's what I was trying to do just now. I got distracted. I'm sorry. Let me pull up. Let's see if we can see. See if I can see. Who's saying what's up? Brienne. Yes, Brienne. I got traumatized right off the bat. I just deal with it, you know. Oh my God. Oh, Brienne, you yeah, I'm not a fan of Cole. Yeah, it's just not my friend. Now, as for the giveaway, guess what? You missed it, Brienne. That's the guess who won the giveaway? Dave won the giveaway. And then I did an art piece. I think Saturday, at the end of the show. It was just like I bought, because I have these art classes I do on Sundays, and I had something like, it'd be cool. I saw these little cutout stuff at Walmart, and I was like, man, it'd be cool. We should just like practice coloring and just, you know, messing with colors and stuff like that, rather than sketching and stuff. And I had one here, and I said, oh, hey, how about if I do this? It was like, oh, spur of the moment. Let me get it real quick. I'm gonna get started for those who are passing through to see the shark clean. But Brienne is a regular guy, so bear with me, because she is down with the backpack. Brienne, let me show you this. All right. Now, I think I messed it up a little bit, but I hope Flora likes it this way, because she ended up getting this, and I'm gonna mail it to her, but I had to put some coating on it. But what happened, take a look. What happened is that it kind of ran the marker a little bit on the sides. I don't know if you can see it that way. Okay, I'll put it up to this one. How's this? See that? So I painted this. So I'm gonna ship this off. Is that cool? Yeah, it's Dave. Yes. Hey, car guy. What's up, man? What's up? All right. So let's get started. This is not fun, guys. This part is like a little icky. So I'm going to get started on it. All right. So if you look at this, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I have. I don't want to guess what this stuff is that's on top of this head, but I think you can guess. what it is. Okay? So I may go through several gloves with this one. Okay? I may go through, because what I don't want to do is mess with this and then mess with my keyboard. So let's do it. So right now I'm just going to spray it down. I'm just going to wipe this off real quick. Not fun, folks, but it is what it is, right? Okay, here we go. I got my little paper towels. All right. And it's good, man. It's good to just clean your backs, guys. It's honestly, it's, and also, you know what? If you're bringing it into a shop too, man, you know, this is not something that you don't know how to do, right? So my question is to you guys, should a person be charged more for something like this? You know, you think about it. This is not like, you know, when you're bringing your car in, right? To, nah, that's not good. That's probably not a good way to look at it, because a lot of people can probably change their own brakes, but they don't do it because time, right? But cleaning your, you know what I mean? So now, honestly, the way I do this is I normally would charge the same fee that I would if I was fixing it or doing a tune-up, because the time it takes to really clean these machines is a lot longer than the time it takes for me to just to fix a switch. I can go in and fix a switch. The technical knowledge is what you're paying for, and the fact that the job is done, right? But in the case of cleaning, how much more do I know about cleaning than you do, right? So it's my time now at this point. And my time is not going to be used to fix other units, because this one is taking so much time to do, because it's, you know, but it's a weird, how do I look at it, you know? So it's what it is. I don't think I could bring myself to at least halfway clean something before I took it. You know, it's funny. Even I'm funny like that with rent-a-cars. I was telling guys the other day, and David was saying that he's similar in the way, you know, even the way I do. And someone said it's not a good thing to be like that, but it's you know, it's what you get, right? If I'm gonna return a rent-a-car, I clean it out first. Honestly, it's, you know, blame my mom for that. How's that? Make up your bed, you know. Make sure you make up your bed before you go. And at one time, my mom worked at a hotel at one time. And so she had this technique for making up the bed. So I had to, like, be real precise. You know, so so there's certain things that just stick with you. And I just can't seem to do that. When I leave a hotel room, I'm not really cleaning the room, but I'm not also purposely leaving it in a mess either. You know, I kind of put the sheets together. I put all the towels in a pile in the corner. Oh man. Yeah, so Brianna says, I worry about the thoughts that others have about me. I don't want to be seen as a dirty person. Yeah, and that's fine, you know? I mean, that's fine, you know? I mean, it's funny how people say stuff like, you can't worry about what people think about you. But we do all the time. Everybody does. You know, when you're, even the person that acts as if they don't care what people think about them, that's a part of their persona, so they really do care how people think about them, because they want to be perceived as someone who don't care how people think about them. You know what I'm saying? You know, an actor cares how people think about them. Politicians care how people think about them. They just probably don't care how the opponent side think about them, but they care about their side, so they're always selling their side. If you think about when somebody is on stage lying like crazy, right? And you're like, how can these people, how can you guys, you know, you're on the outside. their clique believes them, right? So you get what I'm saying? So they still do care what people think about them. It's just that who's your audience, you know? So I don't buy that when people say they don't care what people think about them. I don't buy it at all. All right. Not bad. Look at that. We're doing better with this little guy here. This is just a cover. I still have a lot of hair and stuff to get through. See all this under here? So I'm going to show you how I manage these, okay? So first, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to pull this out of here. Okay, let me see. I do the same in hotels. Gather towels, all the trash. I think it shows discipline, awareness, and respect. Yes. Yeah. I agree. I totally agree. And guess what? It's not going to hurt. What is it going to hurt? If you're really in a rush, fine. Go for it. Get out the hotel room. Get to your thing. No one's going to hold you obligation. Obviously, that's what they're there for. I would hope you leave them something. If you left the room in a really bad spot, I would hope you would leave them a tip. If you really left it nasty. But for my own personal self-respect, I tidied up a little bit, you know. That's all. I'm not gonna go and make, obviously you can't make the beds. They're gonna take the sheets off anyway. But even if that was the case, I probably wouldn't go all out like that. Maybe, but because they still have a job to do, and they're gonna earn their keep and all that, right? But it's just that I'm not gonna purposely leave it like a Neanderthal or something, All right. And then the same with rent-a-cars. And then at restaurants, the lady's been nice to me all this time. She came, served me the food and saying hi, and she's doing her best. I've already made a decision within the first couple of seconds, maybe couple of minutes, how I'm gonna take care of this person. Okay? All right? Call it my own, it's my own issue when it comes to tipping. But I'm not going to punish her because of the industry or him, because that's how the industry works. And that's the job that they have. And for me to come in with this attitude, well, the restaurant should pay you more. That's fair. Okay. I will be paying it in the meal if one way or the other, I'm going to be paying. They're going to pass the buck on to the consumer. The restaurant pays every person $30 an hour, right? Let's say. Fine. That's great for that restaurant, right? Good. Just know that you will be paying for it in the meal. One way or the other. Okay? Good or bad. It's not, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying I'm not now going to go in with this kind of righteous attitude that, well, I'm not going to tip her because she should have got a different job. That's not a good attitude, man. This person is working their ass off just like you work your ass off. And based on the industry you're in, your pay scales are a certain way. Can you imagine someone who wants to do business with you decide, I don't want to do business with you because your industry, whatever silliness it is, So I make a decision to tip the people well, and now after all of that, yes, she's gonna clean up after me, and yes, right, but I make a decision how much. At that point, I'm gonna leave her something, but I make a decision, kind of how much, in the first couple of minutes. And then from there, I got my own issues. From there, start to go down if you start really messing up. Because you can only decrease after that. I'm maxing out in the beginning. I'm giving you a shot. I'm maxing out, right? And then it'll only go bad after that, man. You really got to mess up. You really got to mess up. It just has to be attitude, something, for me to say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna start doing a deduction. Yeah, listen. MAGA man, right? 2025. Honestly, I agree with Brienne about this part. And I hope you stick around to hear this little rebuttal. Respectfully, right? I've seen some very skilled people at this industry, okay? I mean skilled. Because would you say that a politician is skilled or an actor is skilled? See, remember, they're not doing any technical work. They're not like fixing anything. They're not solving mathematical problems. They're not trying to build an aircraft or nothing. That's not the skill they have. Their skill is the ability to communicate and to convey and to create an experience for you. So I've seen people who are very skilled at this. A lot of those people who can do that make a ridiculous amount of money. Okay? People that know how to move people. Okay? They know how to move people. Those guys are very successful. Okay? Depends on the industry you're in. There's a person that they can hire someone, let's say a talent person, see a waitress, a waiter, server, and it says, man, they spot something in them that they can use in the industry because their ability was that good. Okay, so give them a little bit more credit than that. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry about this. Phone's been acting up. Monroe Vacuums, can I help you? And these people just call for no reason. So yeah, I would say, and then of course there's memory, there is timing, there is other things that go into the work, time management, movement, all that stuff is, that's the technical skill stuff that they have. But I think the best ones know how to make you feel like you're by yourself with them in this exclusive booth or table, and they can make you feel like you're at a top-notch restaurant, even if it's a diner. Okay, that person is skilled. That's what I'm saying. All right. Okay. So I would push back on that because that's some sales ability. If they're good, they know how to strike conversation. They know how to make a suggestion. They can lean you towards something if they're good at it. Okay, they know when to back off. They know when to come back. I kind of went long on that one. All right, let's see what we're doing with this crap here. Okay, let's see what we're doing. This thing, it looks horrible, right? Don't it? Oh my God! Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna get something to scrape this stuff right here. Oh shit, it's not moving. Okay, let's do it this way. You know what I feel like? As I'm doing this, I'm waking up all the odors. Hey, what happened? Oh my God, what happened to my stream? Did I click on something? What happened to my stream? Sorry guys. Something happened. I think I hit a button on the keyboard here by accident. My apologies. Yeah, you're right. You're right there, iCar guy. A great wait staff can make it look like it's effortless, like the place is running like clockwork. Listen, there's a restaurant that opened up right behind my shop. Right, I was so happy about it. I knew the guy from down the block. He he kind of helped manage the father's restaurant. They I don't know why they did it like this. They probably did it like this because of the same reason why dealerships, when you see a car dealership open up next to another car dealership, I used to wonder, like, why would you do that, right? Why are you gonna open up next to your competitor or something like that? And I realized that that is the best thing to do because you already have eyes over there, right? You have people already looking for cars, and not everyone can get qualified for the top-notch car guys. Let's say Hendricks, whatever, or Scott Clark in my area. So the guy next door, the guy across the street, people may just say, you know what, let me go check that guy out. He's right there. So he's benefiting from the spill off, okay? Or the eyes that car, that big place is pulling. So when he opened his, when I said the restaurant is almost next to each other, I mean I can jog to the next restaurant. I can jog. It's maybe 2 lots over is the next restaurant. same food, except now he brings a more modern tone to it. The other guy, I guess, is more traditional. But the way his place is and the way the staff moves make you feel like you're in a high-end restaurant. Okay, so he created another environment. So the other place I'm hanging, I had a fun New Year's Eve night a couple of years ago. Met this very crazy couple that I would be kind of afraid to if we were on an island with the couple. I think they'll be trying some funky stuff, but but they were a blast. Okay, and so that's that kind of place. Go out there, hang out. Hey, what's up, guys? Throw bees across the table, across the bar, kind of stuff. Like, hey, real fun stuff. In this guy's space, the staff moves with not, and then if they see you often, they know your name and hey Wayne, how's it going, man? Come on in. You want to sit in the same place and make you feel like like you're a big spender kind of deal, right? So, and then memorizing the menu. I mean, come on. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. All right, let's continue with this. Let's continue with this, guys. Okay. This thing is I'm being a little fidgety with this because I got my reasons to. I got my reasons to, man. But I am gonna do the job, though. I'm gonna get it done. I can just do it with my own. I could still be like this with it, though, because I'm still gonna deliver. Okay. But yes, but honestly, tell me what you think, right, about that. Because I think the detail that it takes and the time it takes to do it, it does kind of act. You're asking for more. You're asking the person to kind of do more than normal, and those things they come at a cost. It's not cheap. Man, everything goes up. Even the price. Listen, guys, I haven't paid to have my hair cut since I've had hair up to 2008. Okay, but I haven't paid to get my hair cut since 1980. 8, 7. I think it was 7. No. 7 or 6, something like that, some number like that, okay? Haven't paid to get my hair cut. Big accident happened with my hair. One of my cousins was cutting my hair, and he forgot to remove the guide, that kind of keeps it at a certain height. And man, he just removed all the hair from the side of my head. He just like, the whole thing was gone. And he was like, ooh. I was just like, dude, what'd you do? Where's the mirror? Let me see it. And yeah. Hey, man.
What up, man? You doing all right?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Thank you for this. I was waiting for this. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Right. So after that, uh, that was it. I learned to cut my own hair. I was like, you know what? Why am I gonna walk around being pissed off at a barber or somebody that messed up my hair? Let me do it myself. You know, I won't have to blame nobody else. I can always blame myself. And from then on, I always did my own hair. I had a choice to make, right? I can either get mad or I can, learn to do my own hair. And then on 2008, I got tired of messing with my hair. And then I cut it all the way off, right? And I had it like that for a while, and then I tried to grow it back. And that didn't go well. So I said, all right then. I'm already used to it. Who needs it anyway? But the price of hair cuts and hairstyles have skyrocketed over the last couple of years, man. And I'm glad I just totally missed that whole expense. I couldn't tell you well, you know what? No, I shouldn't say that. I've had the guys next door. I have a barbershop. Look at this. I have a barbershop next door. You see this here? This stuff will mess up your how easy it flows back and forth. So you just pop it out and just clean it off. Because this will really kind of jam up your stuff. Look at all that hair. All that stuff there. Yeah. Yep. iCar guy said he liked to have great service and reciprocate. And it makes sense. I tip 100% on my haircuts. What? Dude, you're awesome, man. You are awesome, bro. Now that, I've never heard that. I've never heard that, man. I've never heard that, bro. I've never heard that. That is positive. Okay? If somebody's walking through here and read that, I went to, let me see, I went to a mom and pop Indian style restaurant last night. The waitress knew our appetizer order by heart. Not an elite waitress, but the effort is there, and I recognize. Hey, Tom, what's up, man? Insane in the member. Dude, you always have those, man. What do? You just come up with them? You're gonna have to send me a list. I may want to start my show with some of those, man. Insane. Oh my God, I love that. Oh my gosh. All right, here's another place that accumulates a whole lot of this crap. This is crud. Okay, this is crud. This needs to be cleaned out. But inside here, inside where the gear is, let's see if I can. Let me separate this from this thing. Hold on. Let me separate it. So you can lift it up and you can see what I'm talking about. Inside right there, there's a lot of hair. If you have one of these vacuums, these styles, okay? Just know that here, most vacuums anyway does this anyway, but here is going to find a way to gravitate to the ends. It's going to just and then it's going to wrap around the ends and it will get hot and it will melt the plastic if you use it a lot, and eventually that brush is shot or whatever. So you don't want this stuff to stay here over a long period of time, especially carpet fibers, because carpet fibers, I believe carpets, most of them now are made of plastic, some propylene material, and they turn them into fibers. Some of them are recycled bottles and stuff like that. All right, some are obviously made of regular cloth material, but not all of them. Probably the more expensive kinds now. That's why if you light a carpet, if you get a match, you have a tear, you can light it and it'll melt. You know, it'll literally melt because it's plastic. It's not fabric. It's not like regular cloth. It's not cotton or anything like that. And you probably wouldn't want a cotton carpet anyway. Golly, this is really bad. Hold on. Let me get a needle nose. All right, let's see what we have. I don't have $100 haircut though. You'll be amazed at how much service gets better if you differentiate yourself from everyone else. That is true. And you know what's funny? Thank you for that, car guy. That's what I was trying to, that's the same attitude. All right, how's this? That is exactly the same attitude I have about service, about hitting the marketplace, going to the market. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing? B keema. I love that. Beef keema. Beef keema. Cool. That's the same attitude I have. You've been cutting your own hair since COVID. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's the same attitude I have, car guy, about people that want like special privileges, right? Not so much. I'm not blaming you for wanting it, okay? I'm not blaming you for wanting special privileges. I am saying that those things you normally pay for, you see what I'm saying? You pay for those. Or you've invested, you've deposited a lot into whatever it is, the town, the person, the school, whatever that deposit is. It could be effort, it could be volunteering, it could be money. Now, like you said, you get good service, you want it to be reciprocated, right? Or vice versa. Now the privilege is reciprocated. And if it's not done by that, then you pay for it. You pay the extra money. You've laid a foundation where now people expect this from you. You're a good tipper, so when you show up at that restaurant, people are happy to see you. It's natural, man. It's not, I don't know why some of these kids are coming out of school believing that these things are just supposed to be handed to them. And a whole communities of Americans and people that come here with the promise of the streets are paved with gold and you're going to get free stuff. It's an unhealthy behavior. And it produces this, what's the word? Entitlement, and also kind of a lazy attitude about dealing with people. Because if you have to deal with people of all races and stuff like that, right? It's up to you if you want to cut yourself off from the rest of the other folks. I saw this lady give this, oh my God, it was horrible, man. Guys, I'm gonna switch over to the chat for those who don't know what I mean by that. Because that's when we start talking about things that are not about the vacuum. There's not much more I can do with cleaning the vacuum, guys. You're gonna clean it out. You got my message. You gotta clean it. But for those of you who know what we're here for, the backpack. This is my transition page. Watch this. Watch this.
Yeah! Woohoo!
You like that? Was that cool? That's my transition page, guys. But there was a lady, man. It was crazy. What she was talking about was crazy racist, man. It was some black girl. And this guy, he put it up for video to see, right? And I'm like, lady, what are you doing? Why would you even do that, right? Why would you even say, you put it up, out there on podcasts. I guess these people feel so comfortable doing stuff like that. But two, when you come out of these think tanks and these little bubbles and you just expect things to be handed to you, what you get lazy on is actually earning it. You get lazy on building proper relationships, keeping your word, so Um, so you really do build a proper track record. So when people decide that, hey, listen, this is a top-notch person, let me do more for them. Okay, you've earned that more. Like Icar guy was saying, when you differentiate as a strong tipper, okay, you now doesn't matter who gives a crap what your sex, race, color, sexual identity is. These guys are going to be happy to see you because what do you think they're working for? They're working for money, right? They're working for their craft. They're working for their family. They're working for all those things, okay? But the ultimate payoff that they're getting from the company itself is going to be the rewards the company give them, right? Okay, which is either vacation, money, benefits, etc. But they're working for that stuff, regardless of how you want to look at it. So yes, you're gonna chart higher politicians are the same way. Whoever pays them more money, they listen to them more. They're gonna give them special meetings. They're gonna say, yeah, come into my office, talk to me. Let me hear what you need because this guy donated $1 million to their charity, to whatever. Right? Same thing. It's the same. It's no different, guys. But down here, when we're working everyday folks working and stuff like that, we build, we build a brand. I'm the brand, okay. And how I treat people is how they're gonna reciprocate to the brand. You're the brand, okay. You're the brand, and the way you treat people, the people gonna reciprocate to your brand. That's just the way it is, and the kids need to learn that. But somehow they learn that from you. They go to like my son's in college right now, and every time he comes home, I got to talk to him. And, hey, how's it going, man? Because I know there's a professor or two in there who's going to try to fill his head full of dumb stuff when it comes to the social stuff. But I was trying to find a damn video with that lady. I can't believe she said this. She said that when she walks into her business, whatever her business was, when people walk into it, if they're white, she charges them more money. And when someone comes in who's black, and this is against the law, then she'll say, oh yeah, I'll do a pro bono work for you. Some nonsense like that. And she did it like proudly, like sitting there in the panel, like, like boasting. And I'm like, lady, who corrupted you as a child? Somebody got into your head and screwed it up. Because that is not how you run business. That is not how you succeed in a marketplace like America. I don't know. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay? Now, I do understand when they market to a demographic and all that stuff. I get that, I get that. But you have an open door. What you just said, and especially when you said it on TV, what you just said to all the white people in your area is don't come and do business with me because I'm going to overcharge you. That was so stupid. Why would you do that? It's like, but that kind of, and the funny thing about it, man, is like we got away from earning things. We just as a culture, we're getting away, and I don't know why they're forcing this on us. But man, these kids have to feel like they want to earn. They're gonna earn what they get, or you're gonna make proper deposits in people's lives, so they'll feel a sense of obligation to maybe help you get there because you've done so much. Why is that a lost art? It shouldn't be. Okay? It shouldn't be. All right, so for those who popped in for the vacuum repair stuff, it's like that was the first half hour, guys. This is the chat. Oh man, I was trying to find that damn video, man. I was trying to find it because I thought it was like, I said, no, this is not real. This has got to be, you're making this up. It's like, nah, it's not real. But it was real. The person actually got on and said, I was like, all right, I bet. You see how long your stuff lasts like that, man. I don't know. Let's see how long it lasts. Oh, sure, I found her. Oh, she's a lawyer. Wait, she's a lawyer. That I should have picked it up with the pro bono when that comment. Most people that's not in that field probably don't use those terms on an everyday basis. So I should have picked it up. She's a lawyer. She's a lawyer. If you guys think I'm joking, I'm gonna let you see it. Hold on. Give me a second.
I love to overcharge white people and organizations.
Here it is. Here it is. Are you ready? Let me see if I can pull this up. This is silly, but get what I'm saying. And it's this kind of mindset, part of it anyway. This it's like a string of thoughts. It's a train of thought. Okay? It's a train of thought. And the people that of like mind get on that train. And they ride that train together. Okay? And each car is a different section of that train of thought. Okay? You have racism, sexism, all the other crap that people would bring in. But they claim to be fighting for this, when actuality, they're promoting this. That's what I'm talking about. Watch this. Let me see if I can get it in my shared browser setup. Would it work? Can I do it? Oh, it works. I can do it. Okay, let me hit play.
I love to overcharge white people and organizations and do pro bono work for black orgs. And that's just me being very blunt. I will give them ridiculous rates, and then I'll have like a nonprofit or a black org or somebody doing some work, and they'll be like, I've only got this much money, and I'm like, keep it. A white person just cut me a check. Let's do this for free. But
She couldn't pick a more white, stereotypical white guy than ever. Look, he got the comb over. He ain't even got a fade. He's not even a Travis Kelce white.
Is that crazy?
Subscribe to the
Is that crazy? And that's the attitude that these people are pushing in all these communities. Okay, I went to a game and I saw a girl, young girl. I went to my son's race, one of my races. Winfrey, Oprah Winfrey. No, yeah. No. It's once in a while. What it is a section. It's a section after the stuff. Because this is what I do in the shop. Some of my guys come in, they talk to me. So I'm just talking about the same stuff I talk about. That's all. So you're peeking into my universe here. But I love those names that you bring in. All you're doing is you're peeking in this. I'm not putting on a show. Right? It's not a show I'm putting on. And then when I leave, I'm a different person. This is who I am. This is how I talk to my kids. How I talk to my wife. So you just stepped into my universe for a second. Like peek, open the door. Like, this is what Wayne's doing. And this is what I'm doing. You got it? This is what I'm doing. And so that's the thing that irritates me about little things around here, because it affects my family. It goes into my kids. My kids would start talking about stuff. And I'm like, hey, who told you that? No, it doesn't work like that, bro. The real world don't work like that. The real world works with you dealing with people the way they deal with you. And not everyone's going to be nice. And not everyone is going to give you what you want. And if it's something you really want, then you learn how to get it. Learn how to negotiate for it. Learn how to earn it. Learn how to collaborate. Learn whatever. And you can't collaborate if you're thinking like, I hate these people, I hate those people, I hate those people. What the hell are you talking about? It's individuals. You see what I'm saying? And don't group yourself with people. Because you get grouped with people, then all of a sudden, you don't know how to differentiate yourself. Because you're taking on a group characteristic. Okay? And who are you selling when you go to that interview? Are you selling your group? Or are you selling yourself? Right? And is the group going to have your back? Say, make sure you get the job. No, man. You got to come in and bring yourself in. So get rid of that thought. Okay? You can support this. You can support that and all this other stuff. But I had to make sure my kids don't grow up with that kind of mindset. If the least I can do. If I can't give them $1 billion, I can give them some information. I'm still working on that $1 billion, man. But I hedged my bet. I said, well, if I can't get the $1 billion, I might as well give them something more than just, But that was funny. But sometimes I get some funny stuff. Sometimes it gets. Brianna missed the jokes we had last week, and I think she would have she would have kicked back on us. It was like husband jokes and about wives, and I think Dave found it funny, but I think Brad probably would have kicked back on us. All right, let me see. Okay, I think I'm just about done with this head. I really don't want to do no more with this head. I don't want to touch it anymore. I'm just gonna do like through the entire unit, just kind of wipe down the rest of the unit and stuff, clean out the dustbin. But man, I'm done with this. Okay, I'm gonna move this out the way. I'm gonna change my glove. All right, change my glove this way, and I think the way they say you do it is you now that I still have. Oh wait, let me show you. Let me show what I just did. Let me show what I just did. Oh, look at that. I got myself up there like that. Overhead. Transition. So I took one glove off halfway, okay? And I still have the other one on, and I don't want to, just in case this glove is dirty, I'm just going to hold this glove here, even with this crap. And so then I don't have to touch the outside of the nasty glove. Okay. See that? Was that simple? I gotta fix this camera, man. I think this camera is not right. Okay. Next up, I got a backpack. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of retrofitting. Okay. The hose. Let me get this on. The hose. They don't like the way the hose is set up. And I did it for this customer before on one of their backpacks, and I'm going to do it to 2 more. And let me show you what I'm doing. Okay? All right? Hey, don't forget, Tom, you got to send me more of those names, man. Okay? Brianne, let me see what's up. Yeah, life hasn't been the most pleasant lately. I am so sorry I couldn't be. No. Brianne, look. Brianne, you know how I look at this thing? Okay? You don't have to look at it that way, obviously. I'm just sharing it with you. I would prefer to be dealing with these stuff that I got to deal with every day than if I lived in the savannah. Okay? I wouldn't want to be an animal in the savannah. That's how extreme I took it. I took it extreme. I'm not even talking about in another country trying to figure out survival in another country. I'm talking about, can you imagine, the example that keeps sticking in my head are these, I'm not sure what they're called. I know you have gazelles and you have the other ones, the big guys. They're not elks. I forgot their names. You know the big guys, you got bisons, you got bulls, and you got, they're not elks. But I see them running all the time, man, from these lions and these hyenas. And I'm like, can you imagine waking up every day and someone is trying to eat you every day? All you're trying to do is get grass. There's some guys I won't mind. And ladies. There's some guys and ladies I won't mind. But that's my dirty mind. But every day something is trying to devour you and trying to kill you, right? Eat you alive, literally. And I'm like, you know what? I have 2 ways I can approach this, man. This shit's gonna happen anyway. Shit happens. It's gonna happen anyway. I'm just gonna fight my way till the very end. I saw that picture with the frog and the stork. Oh my gosh, if you ever seen this picture. Let me see if I can find it. The frog and the stork. The frog. I think you guys have seen this. The frog and a stork. And I love this picture. I love this picture. I saw it when I was a kid. Let me see who got it. Oh God, why can't I need a big one. Let me see. Open another. You guys have seen this picture. Oh, here we go. Let me pass it over to you. Let me see if I can let you see it. Oh man, gosh. Oh yeah, come on. Here we go. The frog and the stork, right? The stork ate the guy. The stork got him in his mouth. The frog got his hand around his neck. He said, listen, I am not going down without a fight, damn you. Damn it. It's going to choke. Wait. Two things are going to happen. You're going to suffocate. All right? Or I'm just going to, or you're going to let me go. Right? Or we die together. And then if you kill the guy and he has his hand around your neck like that, if you kill him, his hand is stuck like that. So either way, the stork is out. I love this fight. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. So it's not good that things happen, life, death, things happen in our family, but you just keep that attitude. I see you as a fighter, so I'm assuming you're a fighter. Your words describe, that's the vibe I get from you. I'm a fighter, but we deal with crap, man. We deal with crap all the time, and you're not the only one. Some of the you know why they accuse people of, like those stars, because they are portraying themselves to be higher above everyone else, right? They have a lot of money, that's fine, and they get the prestige and they get all that stuff, but they deal with issues too. They got bad marriages also. They have kids that do stuff. So, but the thing is, we put them at this, society, put them at this thing as if they have no problems, and then when problems show up, we're like, see, you're fronting, you're acting as if you're just. But no, the fact is they are putting on a show for you because they're salespeople. Okay? They're selling an image. And that image allows them to get paid to promote things to you. Okay? So they promote themselves as being like flawless. I think when social media came about, when they start talking and people start realizing some of these guys are airheads, then it's like, all of a sudden the brand of a superstar actor or whatever, it just started, it went like this. Because people started looking at them like, So I figured if I start like this, I can only go up. If I start in my show and you guys know, you see me, wait, man, what the hell he's talking about today? Oh my God, man, I wish you just fixed the vacuum. At least you know what you're getting. And then if I get better, you're like, oh wow, Wayne did a really good job today. Man, he did good today, man. He wasn't as annoying and whatever. All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side. Let me get that backpack. So Brian, I applaud you for your fight. All the crap that you have to deal with, whether it's renovations or, that fight is in you. That's a part of you. So you're not even, you can't even get away from you. How's that? You can't even get away from the fact that, listen, I'm ready. What you got? What did Captain America do in that first one? He says, man, I could do this all day. Yeah, he roll up his sleeve. I can do this all day. Obviously, we don't feel like that when we go into this crap. I don't want to have to be fighting, damming the torpedoes all day. I need a couple of time apiece, of course. Overhead again. Let's do this one more time, and we're gonna move on to that. I hope today was good, man. I hope we're having a good time. I hope you guys are Dave! Yo, I just saw the chat, man. You're there. What's happening, bro? What is happening, man? Yeah, early Mondays. Yeah, early Mondays and me going off at the tangent, talking about all kind of different stuff. We're happy to have Brianne. Brianne just makes the day, make the day work. Appreciate. I tell you. I think we all feel the same way. I'm trying to find something here. Give me a second. Can I share this? Let me see something. Give me a second, folks. I'm just trying to. Oh. All right. I gotta fix my phone. I think my office phone is going to something else, so I gotta figure it out, man. I gotta find a way to figure it out. It's always messing up, and after a while you just get tired of that stuff, right, Brian? You just get like, come on, enough is enough. I'm done, Stop screwing around, okay? Stop screwing around, man. I'm done with this. Take a break, okay? You can get back at me tomorrow, but right now I don't need none of this crap. Hold on. Okay, this is not working. It's not working. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm not even gonna worry about it, guys. No. Okay, so let's do this. So this is the part I got. So this is let me see. Can you see it this way? See, so this is how they have it set up here. Right here. Hey Dave, is this format working out, by the way? One of my tattoos on my back on my neck means never quit. That's right, Brian. That's it. Yep. 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 What did you say up there, Brian? What did you say? What did I say? Did I miss something she said? I missed something she said, Brian. I'm so happy I never. Oh, Dave. Yes. Dave, are you serious, man? You never. Nah, come on. You're just saying that for the channel, Dave. No. Really? One of my tattoos, I never quit. I will carry that weight. Just try me. Oh, man. Everybody's good, all right? That's it. That's it. I'm tired of being tired, man. Yeah. You know what? Someone told me back in the day, he said, Wayne, you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I think that was one of the first things that jogged my attitude about doing stuff and deal with issues. You see, you just got to be sick and tired of being sick. And it sounds like a cliche, but when you really listen, really listen to it, it's like, hell yeah. Oh shit, what the hell is in here? Something is in here, guys. Can you see that? That made so much sense to me. You gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And if sick and tired becomes like my lifestyle, holy shit. Like what's gonna happen for me for the rest of, So I have a choice to make, right? I'm either going to change this thing over here, or I'm gonna change that thing over there, or I'm gonna change that person over there, I'm gonna do that. But that doesn't change my response to being sick and tired. Because you understand? In other words, you can lift me up, drop me in a new house with a new car, a new job kind of deal, all that stuff, right? And do you know in a matter of time, if that doesn't change, you'll get right back into the sick and tired phase, because it's all up here. It's all up here. You know what I'm saying? So I had to okay, if all the external stuff changes, and I still look at the world the same way and I still react the same way, I'm gonna still feel the same way. I'll just be on a more comfortable couch. I'll just be in a faster car. But I still got to deal with myself. So I'm like, Yeah, you're right, man. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then you just start shifting the way you respond to some of this stuff, or how long you stay pissed off, or what you'll tolerate, because you can't. It's like, listen, I'm not gonna be doing this. I'm not gonna be doing this. We're not doing this because shit, man, damn, this thing is way down in there. I tried pulling it. I'm not gonna be doing this. You know, you got to feel for, you know, those people that's used to you being a certain way, they used to getting over on you, and then finally you do like some 360 shift in your attitude about dealing with like frustrating things. And some of those people would probably even feel like you are doing something to them when all you're doing is preventing things from happening to you, or not just happening to you, but preventing them from laying it on too thick. Because shit happens, right? It's just that I'm not tolerating this, right? I think I've tolerated enough. I think I've tolerated enough. And now they're like, how dare you? You know, oh, wow. Dude, what the frig? What the hell is this? This is like a tapeworm or something come out of somebody's intestines. Oh my God. What did they... Do you know what this is? Do you know what this feels like? I better take a picture of this. This feels like the person's hose. The wiring in the hose got ripped on the inside. And that's what I'm pulling at. That's what it looks like. What he says, geez, Dave, I said, what a show. I made my donkey. I won pin a tail in the donkey game when I was 7. I forgot that. Well, you did. Never won anything. So you never played anything. Okay, all right. You know what, Dave? That's a good admission, bro. That's a good admission. Yeah. You never tried. But you pin a tail of the donkey, that's fine. Yeah. To all the people who said I would never be anything, I'm in the backpack. So go sit in the corner and Bart, bam, in your face. Oh, that's what's up, Dave. Damn, dude, I think this is the wiring that's inside this hose that's being ripped out as I'm pulling it. I don't think this can be saved. I don't even think I should go any further with this. I might be wrong, but I have a sneaky suspicion that this hose here, I have a feeling there's a tear on the inside. And this wiring is coming out. But the fact that you can't see it, it messes up everything. I can't see in there. Look at that. And there's 2 of them. There's a little one here. I thought they may have vacuumed up I thought they may have vacuumed up something. But this is weird. This is the first time I've experienced this. Can this even be fixed? I don't think so. Like, I know this can come out, right? You see this part right here? This part can come out. I can separate this section right here from here. If you have one of these backpacks, you can just kind of pop this out. See? This part can come right off. See that? I see it. I see it now.
I see it now. This hose is shot, guys. Yo, if somebody knows how to fix this, they should let me know. Holy cow. How did it go all... So it's in two different places. You know what may have happened? Oh, shoot. It's one of my cousins. Give me a second, guys. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien. Ah. Say de nada, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está nada? What's, how you say that? How you say it that way? How you doing? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I still have those 2 units here. I said I still have those 2 units here. Can you hear me? Really? Oh, well, okay, let me do this. I'm doing a filming right now. Let me give you a call back. I'm gonna call you back in a few minutes, okay? All right, bye. Okay, so, all right, let me get this one out the way. This is something else. I'm not gonna mess with this right now because I found where one of them started. One of them started right here. It started like right here. So it's coming out of the side right there. See that? So I know this is already shot. And then the other one is way down way down, all the way like down somewhere. So this is shot already, man. I don't know how this happened. This is crazy. But the way this is made, there's really no way to, well, I don't see it right now. If somebody knows how to do it, to like find the good part down here, maybe cut it. I can do it on the opposite end. I've done it last week on the opposite end, but this now definitely qualifies as you need to buy a new hose. Nothing I can do. This part comes out. Okay, this piece comes out, so I can separate that, and this hose literally have to be replaced. So. This is out the way. I have another backpack I'm working on. Give me a second, folks. Really the same thing. I gotta do the same thing to it. So at least I can demonstrate it. I'm knocking everything over, guys. At least I can demonstrate it on this one because it has the same design. And the problem is the same. Shit, now this one don't want to come up. What the hell, man? What are we doing? Holy cow. Okay, I'll take it off. You know what? You know what I'll do? I'll take it off back here. Shit. It's not coming out. It's stuck in here. You know, I used to be strong, you know. I used to be strong, guys. But lately, ow! Lately, I've been feeling a little less than strong lately. Okay, this is a different hose. This is a different. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see if my idea would work, all right? This is a different hose altogether. Different setup. All right, these are the parts that I need to make this work. I need this, this, and this, these three. Okay, get this part, you get this swivel here, and you get this. And these three can make it work. Now, I'm going to remove this, okay, because I'm trying to give it an angle, okay? So, can it be removed? That's why I had such a tough time. No, this is one, oh God, no, this can't work. Oh my God. Let me see something. Maybe it can work this way. Hold on. Maybe it can work this way, guys. No, it's not working. The only way it'll work, I would have to literally cut off this little piece here. You see this piece right here? To show more of this grip. But I don't want to do it because I don't know if this grip. Where's my ruler? Let me try to see if I can do a measurement. Ugh. So let's say about 1.5, right? Let's see. Yeah, it might work. I just can't get it in there properly to get past this point so I can start this. I can start the spiral process here. This will have to be cut if this is going to work, because it's not working here. And there's something attached to here. That's a part of this. If you see this bump, this little bump right here. Yeah. These guys are having their thing. They're doing their stuff over there in the chat. All right, that's good. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut this. I'm taking a risky chance here, man, but I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna get my Dremel. Hey, David. By the way, I got my face mask thing on order, so it should be here tomorrow, maybe. So thanks. Thanks for that little bit of advice, Dave. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. What time is it? 10:15. Okay. Okay. Let's get this ready. Hey, how does it work by you guys, right? At a certain time of the month, I'm next to my DMV. My shop is like three, 4 stores down from the DMV, and our parking lot just get like really jam packed at like a certain time of the month. It's either the very beginning or the end. I don't know if they do the same with you guys where you're from. If all of a sudden, like, if the DMV, you go there and it's packed, and I'm wondering, I mean, is this thing set up where the dates are normally at the end of the month, or are just people we're just herd people, and we just all will come at the end of the month or the beginning or something like that. But it just, I don't know. For a time I thought that's what they did. All right, I'm gonna cut this. Let me get a piece of tape so I can try to make it as neat as possible in a circle here. Where's my blue tape? All right, I'll use this. I'm just marking it, man. I mean, you can use a marker, But I'm just trying to mark it so I can try to cut straight. That's all I'm doing. This at least will keep me straight. Okay? At least you know, within that, all right? So let's see if it works. If it doesn't, then you know, what can I do? Just rubber. Cutting away at rubber. See the smoke? Okay. All right, let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, you can literally say, Wayne, that was a mistake. If it doesn't work, you'll be like, Wayne, I don't know, man. I think that was a mistake, man. You probably shouldn't have done that. But let's see. Okay. Okay. We're in. We are in. We're in. We're in. Then, the next step. Okay. You want to know what I did? You guys want to know what I did. You don't want to know what I did. You don't want to know what I did. All right, I got to make this right. All right, let me I have to take a seat on this one, guys. I gotta take a seat on this one. I gotta take a seat on this one. Okay. I'm gonna do it a different way. I'm gonna do it a different way, folks. I'm gonna have to do it a different way. The reason why I have to do it a different way, because I messed up. Let me see. Let's see if it works. Nope, doesn't quite work the same. Doesn't quite work the same. Yep. I'm gonna show you how I messed up. I'm gonna show you how I messed up. Ay, coño, bro. Gosh, man. Once in a while. This one I did this to myself, Brianne. There's no one to blame but me. I'm gonna say the sky was too blue. What I'm gonna say? What am I gonna say? If I was working for Dave, they'd be like, okay, you better find a way to get it fixed. You pay for it.
Oh, man. You get sick. Yeah, man, I have to sit down, man. I'm serious. I'm like, wait a second. I can't believe this. This is not coming out, though. It's in real good. Oh, coño, bro, man. Not cool, man. Okay, let me get, I have to get it out, because that's the only way I could fix it, make it right. And I put it in so good that it's not coming out. Okay, what's my next step? My next step is this, but this is acting like a Bianca. I could probably fix this. All right, let's go. Let me push it this way. Let me see. No. The other way can work, but it doesn't work here. This has to go in like this. This has to go in this way. I can't flip it. Damn it, Wayne. All right, I'm gonna make it work. I just gotta get this out. Shit, man. Come on. Turn. Yes. Woo! So, this is the face of someone who figured out that they messed up really bad. Not really bad. It's not bad like that. It's one of those things where I should have left it alone. But now I did it. Now I gotta go the extra mile to make it work. I put this in the wrong spot. This is supposed to be like this. That's the adapter. Okay? So this way, when they're using the hose, oh damn. Finally ripped my gloves. I'm not working with the icky stuff. When they rip the hose, right? I mean, to rip the hose. When you're using a hose, you can swivel. The way it was in there and it couldn't swivel, so it was real rigid, right? But now my big problem now comes with this. See? This goes back to normal. It's not really gonna do nothing. Back to the way it was. It's off by a ½ inch. You know, and all I'll do is say, listen, I tried doing this one, I cut a little inch off, but it's not really gonna affect your cleaning any. I came through for this lady many times, so it's not even a big deal. But I really did want to give her this. And this is a different kind of hose than that one that we had over here, because that one had this end on it. And it's built for this little crease right here, which is what this is giving you right there. So it fits right in. Like, I was going off of that assumption, and then when I saw it was different, I said, oh, okay, all I gotta do is cut it, and I could get it in there, but then it's the wrong side I'm getting in. This screw side goes into here, not the other way around. So, what do? How do you fix it? I still want to do the project, but this doesn't quite. These don't quite work like that, and this is not the same. Shite. What do you do? 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 Wayne, what do you do? What do you do? I know what to do. I'm probably not going to do it on camera. Because this is really going out, man. This is going out. To make this work, you know what I would have to do? Right? One, I'm gonna have to call her and let her know, look, this is what I did. Right? I can put it back where it was, and it'll be fine like that. Okay?
I said, but if for me to continue with on the mission that I originally started doing, okay, because really, if it needs to turn, this is the turn. The turn is happening right here. So everybody here is locked in, and this is what turns, and then this guy is locked in, and then this is what turns, right? So I don't need this to turn, this part right here. This part can be rigid, right here, right? Sam. Well, hey. Yeah, I'm wrapping up. I'm wrapping up right now. I kind of figured you. All right, talk to you later. Yeah, Dave. You know what's happened. Yeah, I was using Venom gloves. I must have really done something to rip my gloves in order for it to tear like that. So here I am, guys. I didn't get to see you. I'm positive. I've said this channel, slow down and think. You're right. When I mess up, I get sick. Yep. Everything can be fixed. It's okay. And you know what? That is the nature. That's how we think, right? And we have different variations of it, but we're at least on the same path. Trying to see if this is a commercial person. Everything can be fixed. You just don't want to be the one that messed something up. That's all. Now, if you do, you got to have the attitude that everything can be fixed. Give me a second. I just want to make sure I'm not off key here. Okay, good. So I know what to do. It's just that for me to do it is going to take me doing some extra stuff. So I'm going to have to call first, get the okay, and I'll explain what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to explain what I'm going to do. This here has no use except to go inside here. These have no use. Okay? This has no use. There's no reason for this to be like right here. Okay? This reminds me of an adapter that was put on by somebody else. That's what this reminds me of. It reminds me, it just because I've seen this adapter. I have this adapter here at my shop, okay? And so this is not a traditional hose for this unit because the wiring comes in through here and then it goes down a stem here, okay? See that little knot right there? That's the stem that is going down, and it goes down through the entire hose all the way down, okay? So that's different from a regular vac pack hose because the wiring is inside of the stuff. So this thing here, spiral, has no use in this machine because think about it. What are you putting in? It's just sticking in here. Got it? See how I'm thinking? So I'm going to end up removing some of the spiral here so I can get this in, because right now they're the exact same size, so they're not going to fit properly. So I'm going to have to remove some of this, okay, and just eat it out. This guy now, I'm going to make him permanent here. I'm going to make him a permanent member here, just like this guy is a permanent member here, and this guy is a permanent member here, and this doesn't remove. This is like, it's not glue, but it's stuck. This is not moving, and this is not moving. Oh God, I'm not doing it right. This is not moving, and this is not moving. So I'm gonna make this guy someone who doesn't move. In here, and so when I insert it, let me put it down here. When I insert it, it's gonna sit on the inside of this thing like that, and it's gonna be a part of this, and this is gonna be a part, like one. This can be removed all the time because it was made to be removed. See? And you can take this off if you're messed up, and you can get another one of these and attach it to your hose and wind it up, and put it in your hose. right? Like that. And there you go. So this is back together again. So this is the movable section of this hose. So I'm gonna get a Dremel. I'm gonna eat this out, remove all this spiral stuff. I'm not gonna do it now because I'm gonna give her a call. I remove this stuff, insert this, and make it a permanent fit. And I'm gonna have to use some very strong hold to hold it in there, and then that'll be it. The same thing they did here. Between here and here. They put a strong hold in here, and the same thing between here and here. So I'm gonna make this all one unit, and that'll be it. That'll be it. And the hose then can go around if you have to clean around different areas and you want your hose to kind of move with you. And that's how I'm gonna do this one. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'm getting my phone calls. People are wanting me, needing me. I gotta call back Blanca so I can make some arrangements for her to get her machines. And then I think Sam may want lunch or something, so we may just do some lunch today. You see that, Dave? I still gotta go on dates. I said it wrong. I said it wrong. You could say you could say stuff three different ways. I get to. I have to. You understand? Like, I get to go to the park today with my friends. Okay? That sounds like a privilege. I have to go to the park today with my friends. That sounds like a duty. So I have to watch how we use those words. Ah, man. Oh my gosh. Come up with a fake employee name and messed I had to fix it. Yeah. Yep. These guys are cool, man. I love the chat. I love the backpack. So guys, I'm gonna take this with me. I'm gonna take this on a journey with me, and I'm gonna do the rest of this at home. Let me give her a call. Let her know what's happening. All right, guys. That's it. I gotta buy a new hose for one, because that hose is shot, and I have to retrofit this hose so this hose can operate like a swivel. Instead of buying two hoses, because if we bought both hoses, you're talking about close to $500 for both combined, the two hoses. So let's see if I can save her some money. Guys, stay positive. Dave, I did send you the tracking number. It is going to be dropped off right now at the store. Oh my God, the UPS guy. You know, it's funny. He just came by while I was shooting the video, but I always prefer to drop it at the store. I prefer to do it that way, and I like the guy. He's a good guy, good UPS guy, but I always just prefer to drop it at the store. It's just, that's just my thing. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Oh, and I was working on a machine. I think this is probably one of the parts I was waiting on. Let's see. It's a hose. Kenmore hose that they don't make anymore. And I had to go online to find one for this customer of mine. And here he goes. So I'm gonna see how this works. I'm gonna see if this works the way it's supposed to. So I got two jobs with hoses today to do, to wrap up. Guys, stay positive. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Dave, Brianne, thanks for coming in. You guys are the best, as always. Really appreciate it. And Dave, man, when you get this thing, you should get it. You're gonna get it midweek or maybe Thursday now. I thought it was Wednesday, but now it might be Thursday. You never know. Who knows? They might travel real fast. It says it's a 1-day delivery, but I always say 2 days, 3 days. You never know. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay positive. Brianne, love you. Thank you for coming by, as always. And keep fighting. Keep damming the damn torpedoes. Okay. All right. Just say, damn, listen, enough is enough. Okay. You're not going to push on me anymore. Okay.
And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Stay positive. Ooh, I got my outro. Hey Dave, I got my outro. Let me do my outro real quick. Let me do my outro. Let's see. Hold on. Do that.
Yes!